The reason why you feel like your faith is not working at all, it is because you are doing something wrong. Now, listen up to the end. You see, James chapter number 4 verse 3 says, you ask amiss. You get it, right? Because of your motive. You are self-centered, right? That's the meaning. You are self-centered. You see that? So the problem is not the fact that you do not have faith. The issue is that you are asking with a wrong motive. You are seeking the gifts instead of the giver. Let me illustrate further and elaborate further. What this means is this. Remember Jesus Christ, when he fed a lot of people, what did they say? They wanted to follow him more, even more. Not because of anything else, but because they ate. You get it, right? That illustrates it and that seals things and that sets everything aside. You get that, right? They were following him because they ate bread. They were fed. So they followed the gifts. They followed what God was giving and not what he was teaching. You get it is exactly what many are doing these days. So one will kneel down and enter into a fasting because they think God is delaying to respond. God do not delay and is never late. Faith is not when things are working. Faith is when you submit yourself to God, surrender to God, obedient to God. When you give yourself to God himself. Remember, scripture says, subject yourself unto the higher authority. You get that is exousia. You get that, right? Faith is all about submission, and trust in the process and accepting what God says is. Remember, Hebrews says you can never please God without faith. You get it, right? So faith is like a gift that makes things come to you. It's like a hand that helps you receive things. But it is not a tool that you can use to manipulate God, or it is not a tool that you can use to manipulate things. You get it, right? Okay, let me get closer. That's the thing, and that's all you're doing wrong. You get it, right? Remember, you paid tithe, you sowed seed, you prayed honestly with your heart, and the problem was not the player. It is how you were doing it. You get it, right? You were asking amiss. That's what it is. You get it, right? If your heart comes to, I want more of God, genuinely, God will supply all your needs. Jesus said, seek first the kingdom and his righteousness. I explained what seek means. You know, it is to desire intimacy. It is to desire his presence rather than his gifts. Then what the world kill for will be given to you freely. That's the thing. But remember, there is a process. Despite Joseph's process, he trusted God.